Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Permission to inquire the city attorney.
Certainly.
Mr. Head, there appears to be, from some public comments from some council members, there appears to be a little bit of confusion about last week's, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago's actions on the 23rd in relation to the liaison appointment and the appointments approved. Can you clarify for me what your understanding was of the vote?
Well, there's two answers to that question. I think the council's intention was very clear, but what you ultimately did, I don't think was what you intended. You had previously passed the mayor pro tem's appointments without vice chairs and without alternates. At the last meeting, a motion to reconsider was made that was passed on the old item from the previous week, which was as appropriate. There was then an amendment to that item, removing one of the liaisons, and that amendment also passed. And then that newly amended list was passed. However, then there was the new list that had been provided and that was actually in your packet for the agenda, and it included all of the members of all of the committees, all of the liaisons, all of the vice chairs, including the one that had been taken from the previous one. So you approved one list and then approved another list that actually had an appointment of the same person that you had just removed from the prior list. So as it stands now, understanding the last passed is controlling, that list would be the one that would be controlling.
Okay, thank you so much. And so if I understand what you're saying, basically correct in a nutshell, is that the intent was very clear.
Yes, sir.
To strike the parks liaison, but I made the wrong motion. In my understanding of the text is I actually said amend, and then I said I'm sorry, and then I referenced the actual item number, which was the list that was in the packet. Correct?
I believe that's correct.
Okay. Mr. Mayor, I make a motion for reconsideration of item number 2016-0318, the Mayor Pro Tem committee appointments, including vice chairs and alternates.
If I may, before you do that, Councilmember Forte, I think, is going to make a request.
Oh.
I'm breaking the norm.
Okay.
Councilmember Forte, please.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a statement that I'd like to make. I'll get it out here so I say it the way it needs to be said. On June 16th, I was made aware of a possible statute violation by our city attorney. On June 17th, a call was made to the Missouri Ethics Commission to discuss the possible statute violation. They asked if this expenditure was normally approved by the entire city council. It is not. These items in question were listed on my ethics report for the year. On June 20th, that was a Thursday, Friday. On Monday, June 20th, I sent an email to the entire council apologizing for my ignorance and any embarrassment that it had caused. I also stated that Diane Forte Enterprises would no longer do any business with the Parks Department. And tonight, based on what we need to go forward and the parks, what they need to do, the focus should not be on whether Diane Forte is liaison. The focus should be on what a good city we have, what a good park system we have. At this time, I would ask the Mayor Pro Tem to replace me on that parks liaison because it is not in the best interest of the entire city, not because, and I mean this sincerely, that I made a mistake. I understand that mistake, and I, as Diane Forte Enterprises, I did not understand that things had not been bid. This is what it is. I can only tell you the truth. I would not do business with the parks going forward. And at this time, it is apparent that to go forward, that the liaison should be changed. And I asked the Mayor Pro Tem to do that at his convenience or when that happens. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, well, Mr. Mayor, I mean, how then, I guess, Mr. Head, the question would be for you then, how then do you suggest that we proceed?
Councilmember Forte, by making your statement, are you stating that you are resigning as the liaison to the Parks Board?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
You have a resignation from the Parks Board as liaison in an official meeting, which I believe is effective for that to occur. You have a vacancy, which the mayor pro tem may now appoint.
Okay. And then, so do we need to make a, so then he would appoint it at the next meeting then? Next meeting?